It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Kings out in Sacramento. Well, for Sacramento, they need some wins to start adding up here in a hurry. More or less half the season behind us, and they are still struggling to prove they can contend. And the Sacramento fans so happy to still have their Kings team after it seemed certain they'd make the move to Seattle. They kept the faith, and they were rewarded.
Not only that, Ernie, a brand new arena, the Golden One Center. The business of basketball is booming in Sacramento. I should know. I'm part owner.
I know, and I hear that it's very user-friendly, the Golden One Center.
You don't need any tickets, Ernie. As soon as you walk in, if your Bluetooth is enabled, of course, we will contact you, locate you on your phone, and direct you to your seats.
Wow, how about that,
That's
Kenny?
an unbelievable
Development.
accomplishment.
Yeah.
Well, all the Kings have to do now is start winning, Chuck.
I agree.
You know,
You're
I mean,
part
I
owner, and
agree.
he used to play for these guys.
I agree.
11-year playoff drought. It is thirsty up there for wins.
Don't remind me.
Time to go courtside. Kevin Harlan's got the call.
We are in Sacramento, California, home for the Kings in an interconference basketball game here. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. You look at the Cavaliers, they're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And they're 1-0 against them this season, and this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
Well, it's just as much motivation on the other side of the equation. No team likes getting swept either. I mean, whether it's against your biggest rival or a team you hardly know.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, LeBron James gives Coach Tyronn Lue credit for his even keel. James says that Lue is the same way no matter the point in the game. He's always saying, okay, let's move on to the next possession. Now, Lue says, I think it's just being poised and being positive. That's the best approach. It carries over to your team, and it gives them confidence. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That philosophy is what helped win Cleveland a title back in 2016. Always positive, always thinking ahead. Well, the NBA has some great advanced scouts who know how to help a team prepare for an opponent. When you played, Chris, what kind of information would you be given with a team that was coming up on the schedule or the game that night that was important for you?
Well, wow, my rookie year, I remember the first time I got a scouting, the playoff scouting report, and I had to understand how many times the player I was playing against would shoot over his right shoulder as opposed to his left shoulder, and the percentage of the times he liked it on the left box as opposed to the right box. And really just knowing the guys and understanding their habits, and so you really need that. It gives you confidence because, as I said, you can't check one player. It's just so hard to do. So what do you have to do? You have to check their tendencies, so maybe you can beat him to the spot that he likes before he can, because if he gets there, he's just going to destroy you. Scouting reports are everything to understand your opponent and your opposing team.
Did you keep, Chris, a mental notebook, or would you have a notebook that you would write in to keep track of these players, the guys you would face?
I had a mental notebook. The teams would give us physical notebooks, but I would just kind of read them and make my mental notes. You get to see guys so often that if you don't kind of understand who a player is that night before you play him, it might be too late.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, Smith is the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. And it's Hill in at the point.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, LeBron. And when you're scouting a player like LeBron James, Chris, how do you defend it? What's the plan?
Wow, you got to stay in front of him and try to force him to take bad shots. Tell the trainer to get the ice bath ready. And make sure you got some extra tape. And all this is easier said than done.
Here's Cauley Stein. Sinks that one from the post.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Hill kicks to Love. The screen from Thompson. Hill against Fox. It's good.
And always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to the net.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Fox. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. This year, dishes to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the floater. And Fox finishes it off.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Hill passes to Smith. And then Smith with the dunk.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Fox kicks to Cauley Stein. On the wing, Hill. Love grabs the board.
Off target with what's a pretty good look from mid-range.
Hill dishes to Love. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The drive by LeBron. Outside Hill. Shoots over Fox. Second chance shot. Here's Thompson. Unable to get that one. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And that's one of those games where I just felt the attitude going in was wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them in the press, and that was a game that they just couldn't win.
Well, also, when you're a monster underdog, you have to play like a monster. You have to be aggressive, really physical. I didn't think they brought that level of intensity.
Here's Thompson after the Kings pick up 2. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Fox, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size, and still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot.
And it's tied up with that one. And the Cavs, a powerhouse team, but they're used to overcoming long odds as well.
I mean, you think of their 3-1 deficit against the Warriors in 2016, going on to win it all. That was just crazy. But last season, the largest second-half comeback in playoff history. In the clutch, they always respond.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. James, the pass to Thompson. Feeds to Love. A three-pointer off the mark.
Some very slack defending, playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
James kicks to Love. And the dunk by Love.
You love watching LeBron whip it over to the open man. He's a genuine leader who keeps his head up and eyes moving.
And here is Fox. There's the pick. Cauley Stein dishes to Fox. Good D from Love.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Smith with a wide open look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Smith's got 5.
And the 3 ball is Smith's go-to. We all know that. He's excellent at measuring up any shot beyond that arc.
Jackson from long range. He's off on that one, so Cleveland will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Really an intimidating style of defense. I mean, they challenged everything at the rim, and that led them to victory.
That was a big-time block party. Even several shots they didn't even get a hand on were effective. You know, the one thing I love about Sacramento is that the fans are some of the best in the league. They know the game. This is a basketball town. The Kings are the only team of the 4 major sports in town. The fans have pure passion when it comes to supporting them. There's a great fan that we call Sign Lady. She makes a sign for every game. She's been there for many years, and there's so many great fans like her. What's up, Sign Lady?
Now, here's Fox. 5 on the clock. Lets it go. Sacramento gets it back in a new 24. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Oh, and it's important for Cauley Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more assured he will feel down inside.
Jackson against LeBron. And as you said, Chris, with the Kings being the only pro team in the city, makes Sacramento absolutely rabid about their team.
And since that crazy talk of relocation has died down, Kings fans can rest easy. Sacramento fans know that their team will be here for the long term.
And he makes the first.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick, and if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
The Kings making a switch here. Carter's checked in. And James drills them both. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
Good work defensively by Carter.
Just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short-arm that layup.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Fox passes to Hield. Cauley Stein with a screen on Smith. Labissiere, no good. Cavaliers leading. Smith kicks to Hill. Pass to Love. And Labissiere sends it back.
Just phenomenal timing on the block. Labissiere leaping up for the forceful rejection.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now, here's Fox. Sacramento again missing. Hill dishes to LeBron. Yes, that goes in. LeBron's got 7 points.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Here's Fox. Cauley Stein, a screen. Three-pointer, Hield. Cavaliers with the rebound. Smith right side. It's stolen by Hield. Shot from 12. Misses off the right iron.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Carter kicks to Hield. It's stolen by Hill. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And finished off by LeBron.
James is effective at getting near the basket. Always look to dunking it home.
Fox with it. Kicks it to Hield. At the top of the key, Labissiere. Carter with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Trying to get back on track. And the shot is long.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Cauley Stein, a screen. Healed the pass to Fox. 6 to shoot. Cauley Stein with the screen for Fox. Fires from 14. Good on the jump shot. Fox has got his second basket.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Greg, you ask a lot of GMs. De'Aaron Fox, probably the fastest player in this year's rookie class.
And he plays at one speed. That's lightning. I mean, he's got speed to burn. And maybe not quite as fast as, say, John Wall, but he isn't far behind. He uses that quickness well also in terms of just busting seams on the offense. And at the other end, he can be an outstanding defender as he was at Kentucky.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cauley Stein. Randolph comes in for Labissiere. Ramon Shumpert is checked in for Hield. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Fox. And so here's Sacramento. After Rodney Hood was able to get the triple. Carter dishes to Randolph. Randolph, a screen on Nance. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Cavaliers.
And you can see how big a role the three-point shot played in their offense. They were determined to spread the floor and just kind of open things up through their long-range game.
Just 4 to shoot. A drive by Shumpert. And they pick up 2. Shumpert's got his first 2 points.
Shumpert, that was just phenomenal focus. You see how he just scored on that drive despite the D being all over him?
Pass to Nance. Nance a screen. Hood, the pass to Zizic. The dish to Clarkson. From about 19 feet. A second chance effort. And here's Korver from the arc. Shumpert with some nice D. The Kings trail by 6. Here's Temple looking for his first basket still in this one. Picked by Randolph. Passes it to Carter. No good from outside.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Korver against Shumpert. Here's Temple. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Vince Carter on top. Second is Kyle Korver.
I mean, the shooting range of these two guys has probably been the most impressive. There's not a spot on the floor they can't hit from.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Clarkson kicks to Hood. Dishes it to Nance. Over Randolph. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got his first basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Randolph, a screen on Nance. And Temple kicks to Randolph. And no good that time. Cavaliers go the other way with it. And it's Korver in the corner. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. We'll look at Cleveland, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And of course, Toronto, 2.5 games back.
Well, I think for Cleveland, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
That's why you have to give a ton of credit to the players in terms of how they've played all season. And they aren't done yet.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Clarkson. Defense is right there. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Temple. He's covered by Clarkson. Carter outside. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Shumpert.
A real struggle to shoot the ball in that first quarter.
Great tee that time from Hood. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
And boy, are they attacking the paint. And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard. He's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good. Clarkson. And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
Here's Temple. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. A nice shot by Carter.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Now here's Corver. Mans a screen. Hood for 3. And so it's Cleveland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's Nance. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Zizic in at the 5. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM, and he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way.
Take a break.
As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. And the first one drops. And with Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love, the Cavs have some elite offensive rebounders, able to create extra offensive possessions.
Well, their offensive rebounding rate fell off quite a bit last season, from 9th best to 20th. I mean, they just got smaller without Mozgov and some of the other 7-footers they have, and other teams prepared for them.
Both free throws good from Hood. And Sacramento has possession. 6-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. There's the screen. Here's Temple. He's covered by Clarkson. Lock at 6. Shot off the screen. Again, Shumpert missing. The Cavaliers leading by 6. There's the steal. And Temple kicks to Shumpert. Jackson has the open look. Misses the 3.
And he finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc. They still can't cash in on it.
They get it back. Out to Hood. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Zizic. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
And in a big way. This was a blowout. The players, coaches, everyone is to blame.
Now here's Randolph. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Hood. The shot off that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Clarkson. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Randolph. On the wing, Jackson. Shot clock at 5. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. That pushes it to double digits. And now a 10-point Cavalier lead.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. And Chris, the Sacramento teams you were on were so good at passing at every position. Just what is needed to build a kind of offense that does pass the ball like that, that's as fluid as that?
Well, two things. You have to have the offensive system, and then I think you have to have players with the skill set. You know, you can't really be a good passer if you're not a good scorer, because everybody's just going to stay back off of you and deny their man. But when you're a pretty good scorer, everyone has to watch you just as much as they watch their man, because you're just as much of a threat with the ball as you are passing. So I would say there we had guys that really could move the ball, that really could shoot the ball, so they were a threat. And all they had to do was be kind of a decoy. Pump fake, attack the basket, draw another guy, and then pass it to a guy that's willing to shoot. Unselfishness is a big trait, too, that you have to have. Guys that like seeing their teammates score. Guys that enjoy seeing their other players get involved into the game. That's really important.
Wow, what a great breakdown.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Fox kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Heel. Labissiere, the screen. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And Buddy Hield, just one of those players who can hurt you on offense in so many ways, has the shot, but also is comfortable finishing in traffic and at the rim.
Look, when he's going, he can put up big numbers. Hield's ability to find points through different means is why he's a high upside scorer. Great all-around offensive guy.
Free throw drops for Hield.
And the Kings, for so long, had not been active in free agency. You have to like the moves this organization has made to bring in some vets in the offseason. Randolph and Hill bring a lot of experience and leadership to the locker room.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And Greg, the Kings wanted to have veteran leaders, and that's what they've got right now.
And the Kings are in a rebuild mode, and you need vets to lead that process. Show the youngsters the right way to do things, and I think the Kings have started to make some very savvy moves here as they begin this rebuild.
Oh, man. Cauley-Stein is just a workhorse down inside, and because of his efforts, he earns a lot of tough foul calls in the process.
The Kings have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And that one falls for Cauley-Stein. Well, Willie Cauley-Stein out of Kentucky, a player who many thought would eventually become a big-time center in the league, was taken 6th overall in 2015. That surprised some people, but he has had a hard time finding his place in this NBA.
Well, for Cauley-Stein, some of it has been opportunity, but also just consistency. You know, he's shown some flashes of greatness for moments, but he rarely puts together a stretch of those big games.
Now, here's Thompson. LeBron outside. Back to Thompson. He kicks it to LeBron. And the dunk by James.
You can't give James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
And so here's Sacramento. Trailing here by 8. Outside Jackson. Cauley-Stein against Thompson. Cauley-Stein a screen. Labissiere with the screen for Hield. Offline with his 3.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Sacramento's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Fox. Here's Labissiere. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Labissiere's got his second basket of the night. The Cavaliers leading by 6. The screen from Thompson. Smith for 3. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Kevin Love. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's getting around 16 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
On the wing, Jackson over James. And that one comes up a bit short.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Fox against Hill. There's the pass to James. Lays it up and banks it in. James has got 6 in the quarter.
You can't contain James when he's close to the rim. He's too powerful in the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now Hield. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers. A floater, and the layup is good. Hield's got 5 points so far.
Hield is so quick on the drive, blasting through the defense, easily getting all the way to the cup.
The screen from Thompson. Hill kicks to Smith. He feeds it to James. Back to Smith. Pass to James. Clock at 4. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Labissiere's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Hield dishes to Fox. Now the feed to Hield. Labissiere, the screen. Hield can't hit.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
And here is LeBron. 26 points for him last game against the Warriors in Oakland.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. He also did a great job at creating for his teammates. So many assists tonight.
Hill, no good. The Kings trail by 6. Fox with it. He's picked up by Hill. The open shot from Jackson. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Cleveland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Fox against Hill. It's a pick by Love, and the call will be against George Hill. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the turnovers are what stand out. I know they're leading, but it's going to catch up to them if they keep wasting possessions.
Carter, he's checked in for Jackson. And for Sacramento, they're shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Fox passes to Carter. Cauley Stein with a screen on LeBron. Hield with the bucket.
I like how Hill runs the pick and roll. If he gets any separation off the screen, he's ready to fire.
Screen by Smith. LeBron kicks to Hill. Back to LeBron. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Chris, you had a great and very long playing career. Talk about how that's prepared you for broadcasting.
I think it's prepared me for broadcasting because I have a unique take on what it takes to get ready, kind of the things that you can't be taught, kind of the war wounds, the scars that you had. I can kind of peel mine back and explain how I got them. I think that by playing for young teams, good teams, bad coaches, good coaches, by being in different situations, it allows me to explain to the fan base what a player is actually going through or maybe what play is going to happen next. So I love being able to have the technical side of it with the plays because the coaches I play for, but also being very close with some great players, understanding the mental aspect. And really, honestly, Kev, I know you're not going to, like this too well, but I work with great guys like you. So when you throw up a softball and we get to talk about something that we love, man, and you make me look great, it's easy, man, working with great teammates. You know that great teammates make you better, and you're the best point guard in the business the way you throw an assist out there. So yeah, I've been fortunate to have good experience, and I got great teammates, and I'm having a blast doing it.
Well, you sound great. It's an honor to work with you, but I always like the take. You always give me an answer that sometimes I don't expect, and I think that's what the fans like about your commentary.
Yeah, when I used to watch the games, and I've seen some great guys, George Blaha from Detroit, I grew up watching him, and I just love just the pure honesty of what you're thinking at that moment, and don't take it personally, because I love the game, and so I don't want to have to try to protect a thought or an old school or a group of people. If a guy plays bad and he's the best in the world, I'm going to say it, and if he made a move I've never seen, I'm just really going to say it. And so I try not to exaggerate and just say specifically how I feel, and I'm glad to be a part of a game that can fill you with so much emotions, and it's easy just being yourself.
Fox, the teardrop falls in. Fox has got 8 points.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here is Hill. Last time out he had 13 points. Out to Smith. Hill left side. From the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Hill's got his second basket of the night.
And Hill's a player whose shot has to be respected.
Fox kicks to Labissiere. Feeds it to Fox. Lets a floater go, and it's sent back by Hill. Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Labissiere.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the call will be against George Hill. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for Sacramento. Zach Randolph is checked in for Cauley Stein. Shumpert comes in for Hield. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Fox. Then for the Cavaliers, Rodney Hood's checked in for Smith. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Hill. Now here's Randolph. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Temple. Kept alive by Sacramento. And the second chance effort by Randolph.
That's his bread and butter. Randolph, a beast on the board.
1:09 left in the first half of the game. Hood against Shumpert. Kicks it to Clarkson. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Wiry strong. Clarkson finishes off the drive against physical defense.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. The Kings making a switch here. Goofus is checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Zizic is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Corver in for LeBron.
One shot.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
And for the Cavaliers, every move they make is going to be under the microscope. When you have the league's most dominant player in LeBron James, there's pressure to make the most of his window.
Here's Temple. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Goofus. Shumpert in the corner. Randolph sets a screen for Shumpert. It doesn't go for him. And Cleveland the other way now. And for the city of Cleveland, you can't overstate the impact of the Cavaliers' first title back in 2016.
Yeah, a city that had felt cursed in a lot of ways. Now it's been lifted. There's a sense they're back on a level playing field with the rest of the country.
Shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 11 points.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
Temple dishes to Carter to the left wing. Left side, Randolph. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run the transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
Been working out.
LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, Ernie, the first half belonged to the chosen one. LeBron James controls every facet of the game. No one, and I repeat, no one imposes their will on the game like LeBron James.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Sacramento?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
And now the third quarter about to get going. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Labissiere and Cauley Stein are the bigs. Fox is out there with Heel, and it's Jackson in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. Now here's Love. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, Kevin Love played the first 6 years of his NBA career with the Minnesota Timberwolves, posting guarding numbers. I mean, but he never was able to guide them to the playoffs. He was more than ready to join the Big Three in Cleveland.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he knocks down the first one. And the thing that stands out is Kevin Love's unselfishness. He's such a team player. See, Webb, he knew he'd have to make sacrifices in Cleveland, and he has.
Yeah, he's made big sacrifices, and it's taken some time for them to gel. I mean, once Kevin figured out when and where to assert his game, he was a big impact when he gained confidence. He's only getting better.
Both free throws good from Love. And, Chris, it's a players' league, and yet the officials, of course, have an impact on games. I'm thinking of a certain Game 6 back in 2002. In your opinion, how does the league ensure greater consistency with the officiating of games?
Well, I promised myself, Kevin, thanks for bringing up 2002, that I would never think about that aloud. You know, I'm going to have to go lay on somebody's couch after we do this game right here. But I think the league just has to be transparent. They have to let fans know when the ref has messed up. We're all human, so I think it comes into play when you aren't transparent, when you aren't honest with your fans, because we have the smartest fans of any sport, I believe. And so I think transparency is good, but human error is always going to be in there as long as it doesn't go back to the type of human error we saw in 2002.
But, Chris, I do sense that is a goal of theirs, and bit by bit they're getting toward that goal.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, I believe that our league has done some great jobs when it comes to advancing referees and how the game is officiated. When you look at, not only do we have the referee center back in New York, where the referees now can go and get help, and the game is faster, and also, you know, we have 3 refs on the floor, and so and we have the best conditioned refs, and so I think the game is just going to be better because we have passionate refs, we have passionate officials, and passionate players, and we're going to work together to make sure that this game is the best for every fan to be presented to, and also that every player has a chance to win a championship and don't have their heart broken.
Smith's shot is good.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Kings trail by 15. Fox with it. He's got 8. Thompson comes with the double team. Cauley-Stein kicks to Jackson. Three-pointer, Heel. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Hill doesn't fear anyone. Phenomenal at keeping his eyes on the rim. He enjoys sinking these tough shots.
The screen from Thompson. Here's LeBron. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. James has got 22.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
The Sacramento Kings had waffled for so long with what to do with DeMarcus Cousins, but last season, Chris, they bit the bullet, made the trade with New Orleans. Now in a full-on rebuild mode here, but they feel a very nice young core to work with.
Well, the Kings look good as far as in their rebuilding mode. It's a good spot heading forward now. I mean, they're getting Fox and adding Jackson, and you know, Hill looks to be strong, and the Kings seem to be headed in a good direction.
Here's James after the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Thompson, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
And shooters beware. Cauley-Stein is very crafty in how he rises up for the block. So good at catching scores off guard with his wide reach.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. Bucket is good. Cauley-Stein's got 4 points this quarter.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
Love with the screen for LeBron. Love outside. Misses the 3. The Kings trail by 10. Here's Jackson. They double him with Love. And it's the Kings with the ball. Labissiere, the pass to Fox. Labissiere dishes to Cauley-Stein. Cauley-Stein controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Oh, and Cauley-Stein is very good at reading shot trajectories. His timing is ridiculous on these putback jams.
In the corner, it's Healed. There's the dish to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Hill, no good.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
Now here's Heald, covered by Smith. This year kicks to Fox. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Hill against Fox. Here's James. Shot to end this cold run, and he lays it up and in. LeBron's got 24.
Well, now look here. You like seeing James track down these rebounds, showing true tenacity on the offensive glass.
Labissiere, the screen. Cauley-Stein. And the rejection by Love. And the dunk by James.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
And here are the Kings now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Cauley-Stein, a screen. On the wing, Hield. Covered by Smith. Hield can't hit.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Hill against Fox. Hill kicks to Thompson. Misses from close range. The Kings trail by 8. Here's Hield. He's got 11. Fox passes to Labissiere. And Labissiere throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, when Labissiere is feeling it, his squad keeps feeding him. I mean, he scores soaring. I mean, he makes scoring the ball look so easy.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And Buddy Hield, the centerpiece of the DeMarcus Cousins trade. Talk about what makes him, Greg, so intriguing.
Well, the Wooden Award winner in his senior season, he led Oklahoma to the Final Four. And how about leading the nation in three-pointers made? I think that can translate to the NBA level and could make him a difference maker.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cauley-Stein. Randolph comes in for Labissiere. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Hield. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Fox. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Solid on defense right there. But Clarkson using his height and length to full advantage.
And this Cavs payroll last season, I mean, the highest in NBA history with luxury tax penalties in the tens of millions. And we saw some friction as they looked to control salary, and LeBron pushed them to add more talent.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Sacramento. And the Cavaliers were able to add some key veteran help at the trade deadline.
Yeah, some key contributors they were able to get off of waivers as well. That's how the rich get richer. But with LeBron talking about the team being top-heavy, they needed to add some depth.
Now, here's Randolph. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Now, here's Clarkson. Defense right on him. Shoots from 12. Hood can't get it to go.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Randolph dishes to Temple. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Randolph kicks to Temple. He tries for 3. Sacramento with a fresh shot clock. And the shot is good. Kufis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's what every team needs. Guys getting after it on the offensive board.
Now, here's Clarkson. 14 points for him. And the shot goes in.
Recognizing the defense. Clarkson comes off the screen in perfect position to finish.
Here's Temple. He's covered by Clarkson. Lets it go with a 3. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Carter.
Well, that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 16. Passes it to Nance. Good on the wing. Over Carter. But he gets it back. Hood kicks to Nance. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Nance has got his second basket of the night.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Here's Temple. He's covered by Clarkson. And Temple kicks to Shumpert. Lets it go. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, look, he's got to find better looks, so he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
Here's Korver. Kufis grabs the miss. Kufis has got his third rebound tonight. Down low. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Carter.
Hits the moving target with the lead pass. He made it look so easy.
Now, here's Clarkson. D right on him. Dishes to Hood. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kufis. And the Kings pushing it up now. Shumpert gets a wide open look, and it's Shumpert again missing.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
And Rodney Hood played one season at Mississippi State, then transferred, played another season at Duke. A good floor spacer, Greg, at 6'8".
You know, it's his in-between game that impresses me. Able to beat his man off the dribble. He can hit that little pull-up or drop it off to a teammate. This guy continues to improve.
And the first one drops.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No good on the second free throw.
Now, this has just been a bad shooting game, a horrible shooting game for him.
Carter with it. Now guarded by Hood. Carter kicks to Temple. Randolph against Nance. Back to Randolph. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart for the Cavaliers.
This is the shot chart of a dominant performance. I mean, he's taking a lot of shots because right now he believes that every shot he does take is going in. And who can blame him with the way he's played? Simply outstanding work coming from him.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Clarkson passes to Hood. Nance a screen. Hood kicks to Korver. He dishes it to Clarkson. The pass to Hood. Rejected by Randolph. Outside jumper. Temple dishes to Carter. It's deflected. On the wing, Korver. Over Shumpert. And there's Korver on the assist by Nance. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
You gotta love that mid-range shot of Korver. Knows how to get the space he needs to let that one fly from that area.
Here's Temple. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Carter kept alive. And the second chance effort by Randolph.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Clarkson passes to Korver. Back to Clarkson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Vince Carter picks one up.
And going to the free throw line will be Clarkson. Confident move there.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. the first one at the line is good.
Former first-team All-Rookie after being picked in the second round. Clarkson, a draft day steal.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. The Kings trail by 8. Carter kicks to Temple. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Zizic. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Nance dishes to Hood. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
He hit a 3 in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
Here's Temple. He's covered by Clarkson. Temple the pass to Kufis. He kicks it to Carter. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Hood.
And this is where you milk the clock.
You're exactly right. No reason to give your opponent another crack at this. It's all you.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Outside jumper. Randolph inside. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cavaliers lead by 8. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
You got to help the man guarding the basketball, whether he needs help or not. Be ready.
There's Dave Yeager emphasizing team defense, wanting everyone on full alert.
Yeah, I mean, you need the threat of someone rotating over at the very least. Otherwise, the offense can just cherry pick their matchups.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Nance out there with Rodney Hood. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Zizic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Clarkson. Hood for 3, drains it from beyond the arc. Hood's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Cleveland. Here's Temple. Randolph, a screen on Clarkson. And Temple kicks to Randolph. Over Nance. Randolph missing again. Cleveland leading by 11. Stolen by Randolph. Pass to Shumpert. Back to Temple. Six on the shot clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That doesn't go either for Randolph.
Another miss, and you have to wonder if this just isn't his night.
In the corner, it's Clarkson from past the arc. And Vince Carter pulls it down.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Now here's Shumpert. They set the screen. Kufis dishes to Shumpert. And stolen by Hood. Nance outside. Knocked away. And stolen by Kufis. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. It's good.
But that's Shumpert's job, to be a menace on defense. He has remarkable quickness.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And Tyronn Lue thrown right into the fire as the head coach of the Cavaliers, and he led them to a title in his rookie year as a head coach.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind, but he's so organized. He knew the changes he wanted to make. Coming in and leading a championship team, he was up for the task.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
And the Pacers trading away the coveted George Hill. Going into last season, they wanted more of a passer at the point guard position.
And that's the one thing about Hill. He's more of a combo guard than a true point. He keeps his turnovers low, but as far as creating a ton of shots for his teammates, that's not really his game.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good.
And guys, I love George Hill's game. He's a smart defender who can score the ball, pass. He's a winner.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Kings trail by 11. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Cauley Stein, a screen. Healed from outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. He feeds it to Smith. To the paint, and stolen by Cauley Stein. And now Sacramento on the break. Jackson with it. He's picked up by James. Here's Cauley Stein. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And one of the side effects of the Cousins trade was it did open up more playing time for Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, immediately he was able to step in and fill those minutes and became a much larger part of their offense.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein. Hey, Greg, when Cauley Stein got those extra minutes after the Cousins deal, you could see a change in his play. Much more aggressive, much more confident.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it just takes a clear path to minutes to change a player. Cauley Stein had been getting better and better before the trade. Having the team believe he could step in was a huge boost in his confidence and his play.
When you think of Cauley Stein, the word length comes to mind. A huge target on offense and a tenacious shot blocker and rebounder on the defensive end.
Now, here's Thompson. Now the feed to Hill. Back to Thompson. It's stolen by Labissiere. Here's Fox. He drains the quick shot.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now, an exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Here's Thompson. Love outside. Back to Thompson. That falls. Great assist by Love. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
This is where Thompson feels comfortable, shooting very close to the rim. He's efficient.
For Sacramento, they've gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Now Fox. Feeds to Heel. Kicks it to Fox. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Rebound Love. Love's got 8 rebounds in this game. Thompson, left side. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Kicks it out to Love. LeBron outside. Pass to Thompson. Sinks that one from the post.
The best part about LeBron's game is that he's unselfish. The easiest guy to guard is a selfish one.
Fox against Hill. Fox kicks to Jackson. The dish to Cauley-Stein. Healed the pass to Jackson. Here's Fox. Cans the 12-footer.
He's definitely been a different player this second half. He's shooting lights out now. Much different after a tough first half.
And here is James. It's a pick by Love. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Fox. Hill dishes to Smith. And here's Love from the arc. He's off on that one. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. On the wing, Hill. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Passes it to Hill. Tries from 16. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
And you can't lose track of Hill. A money shooter on the spot.
The Kings trail by 9. Fox with it. Cauley-Stein a screen. Fox against Hill. Near the step back. That one wide left. And the rejection by LeBron.
James is just a sensational shot blocker. You better check your rear view mirror when you're drawn to the hole.
One shot.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Thompson a screen on Fox. It's a pick by Love. Smith outside. Dishes it to Love. And he converts the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And there's the pass to Labissiere. Over Love. Labissiere, no good.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
Fox against Hill. Love with the screen for Hill. And Labissiere sends it back. Here's Fox. They get the rebound. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Labissiere. Now here is Hill. He dishes it to LeBron. It's back to Hill. Jacks up a 3. Again missing Hill.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Jackson kicks to Fox. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Healed from outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Look, this is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
The Kings trail by 8. Here's Fox. Outside Jackson. Here's the screen. Right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Labissiere, no good. Now Hill. Shoots over Fox. And that one goes long.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation with Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2. Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Both good from the line that time.
And the free throw shooting has been excellent tonight. And how often do we get to say that?
Hill against Fox. Smith inside. And here's Love from the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Cauley Stein, a screen. Fox passes to Cauley Stein. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Fox.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
Now here's Thompson. James outside. Back to Thompson. Kicks it out to James. Love dishes to James. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Sacramento's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Labissiere, the screen. Step back shot. And that one hits back iron. Cleveland leading by 7. The drive by Smith. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Left side, Love. Tries again. Jump shot is good that time. Love's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Oh, you got to respect how zoned in Love is. The D can't do anything more. He's just too good with that jump.
Here's Hield. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
Screen by Smith. Hill kicks to Love. This one for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Labissiere's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. They set the screen. Labissiere, the screen. Here's Hield. Softly drops in the floater. And now just a 5-point Cavalier lead.
And there's a reason Hill has the ball in his hands in big moments. A highly creative and confident scorer.
There's the feed to Smith. Thompson, a screen on Fox. Smith, the pass to LeBron. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
You got to admire LeBron. I mean, he's such a competitive athlete. He's one of the most competitive athletes you'll see in all of sports.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
I know he feels good about that. A perfect trip to the line further extends the lead.
Coley Stein a screen. Fox kicks to Labissiere. That shot misses, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Feeds it to Smith. Down low, here's Love. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
I admire the quickness. Love's catch and shoot, Jay, is instant. Out of his hands in a second's notice.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're down by 9. 34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Labissiere. Carter comes in for Jackson. Shumpert is checked in for Hield. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Fox. Here is Nance. After the Kings pick up 2. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Zizic. Outside Hood. In the corner, Nance with it. Off target from 3-point range. Outside Shumpert. Misses.
And Korver is solid at getting a hand in the face of shooters. Like seeing him hustle on that end of the floor.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.